Good morning, hi and welcome back to my channel. My name's Helen and it's Thursday and it's been like a strange week. It's 7 AM and I have makeup on and it's weird because I'm spending the day with Katie. It's going to be great, so I wanted to be presentable. I went to the gym last night because I had a nap in the afternoon basically. Then I was like, I had loads of energy and I really wanted to go to the gym, so I went to the gym at 9 PM. So I'm going to put that workout in here and then I'll see you after work. So as I said, I had quite a lot of energy to sort of burn, so I did kind of a functional high intensity workout, and I started with my favourite kind of warm up at the moment, which is just a bodyweight warm up. This is twice the speed, don't worry, you don't have to move this fast. Do a combination of forward lunges with reaches, with twists, side lunges with reaches and bends to get everything super warm, inchworms to get the shoulders really warm, squats, leg circles, leg kicks, just a combination of exercises. I tend to do 4 on each side. I really don't plan these, I do what comes to mind, but I'll write everything in the description box down below if you want some ideas. Then the first circuit is 30 skaters with a Viper. This Viper barely weighs anything. I probably should have gone and chose a heavier one. I think it was 6 kilos, so it added a tiny bit of resistance, but not really too much. But a skater, as you saw, was hopping from one foot to the other. You're staying super low. You'll feel your glutes really burn. And then I did a thruster, which is like a front squat into a shoulder press. I did 20 of those. It was super duper sweaty. Again, this is all sped up. My burpees are so slow. I am very out of practice. It is 10 burpees. It killed me. So 30 skaters, 20 thrusters, and then 10 chest to floor burpees 3 times. From there, this is also 3 sets. You are going to do a 100-meter sprint on a treadmill, or ideally a skill mill or a woodway curve if you have one. So one of the treadmills that you power yourself. Oh my god, I'm sorry, there's a siren, I hope you didn't hear that. So 100 meters as fast as you can, followed by a bodyweight walking lunge into a balance. You have to be kind of OCD on your balance, like don't fall into the lunge. I want you to hold and then purposefully go into the lunge, no falling. So I think I did probably about 10 one way and 10 the other, so about 8 to 10 on each side, I suppose. This would be really good if you had a resistance band. This is what I would get my clients to do at the gym. So when you're in that balance, pull the resistance band apart so that you also get your shoulders working as well. Really good for glute activation or a warm-up exercise as well. That is 3 times, 100-meter sprint, and then bodyweight walking lunges. This I've actually sped up 4 times because this is a really slow exercise. This is 10 bodyweight, single leg, Romanian deadlift on a BOSU. I struggle with these, struggle but city, oh my god. 10 each side, again, 3 times, no superset, just switch from one side to the other side. Do these on the floor if you want, or if you're not used to using a BOSU, your first set, just do a 30-second hold, because you'll be surprised your nervous system gets used to the shakes and the readjusting that sort of happens. So that stability comes over time, just practice. Then this is also sped up 4 times, so you can imagine how slow I actually was going sort of on the day. So I did 10 upper back extensions, so lower body completely relaxed, trying to focus on my upper back doing the lift. And then I did 10 arm lifts. Then I did 10 single leg lowers. I'm focusing on my corset, which is a muscle that wraps all the way around. It's your transverse abdominis, and keeping that really tight in my pelvis, really still as I lower my legs. And then into bird dogs, the first 6 with my upper body lifted like a crunch position, and then the second 6 with it lower down, just trying to keep my neck super duper long. Then all again, 10 upper back raises and 10 with the arms, 10 just the arms. Oh, I added a hold, that was rogue. And I feel like I added something else random in as well. So single leg lowers, not alternating this time, just to confuse me whilst I do a voiceover. I think I only did this twice. I recorded the whole thing. It was only a quick 5 minutes. I hate leg lowers, so this is one thing that I want to get good at. So I didn't actually film when I was with Katie, but I'm at the gym. Let's see how quiet it is. It's late. So first of all, apologies that I didn't film all day. I just really can't do two things at once, and I was concentrating on being with Katie and business. But good news, the gym wasn't too busy. It was 8:45 in the evening, and as always in my recent workouts, I started with a bodyweight warm-up, lots of downward dog, and then some hip openers. And this is inspired by Buns Fit, if you follow her on Instagram or YouTube. Her workout videos are great, I recommend them. And I just saw her doing these weird things, which I think I'd done once in a yoga class, and I was like, I'm gonna try them again. So yeah, lots of stretches for hamstrings and then opening my hips as well. I originally planned on doing just a glute workout, and then it ended up being a super traditional workout, which I haven't really done in a while. So no supersets, just heavy and about 12 reps for every single exercise. So again, this is sped up. So this is, I think this is twice the speed. I'll double check. This is just a Romanian deadlift holding dumbbells. I find it way harder with dumbbells than with a barbell. It feels so much heavier on the grip. But I did a set of 12. You can hopefully see that I'm trying to push my hips back. I'm not folding forwards, I'm pushing back and trying to get a stretch in my hamstrings. And then I focus on squeezing my glutes to bring me up, not my hamstrings. So 3 sets of 12. From there, I went on to good mornings. I actually did, I really enjoyed this. I find these really work my core, and I can feel that my glutes and hamstrings work as well. But because I've not done them in a while, I definitely felt my core the most. I did 5 with my feet completely together, 5 wider than hip width, and then I went into 5 in a sumo stance with my knees slightly turned out. And I just really enjoy changing my leg position, because you will hit the glutes from different angles, you will hit your hamstrings from different angles. It's just really good to have variety, basically. So I really enjoyed this. 3 sets in total, 15 reps in total, 5 narrow, 5 wider than hip width, and then 5 sumo. From there, I went on to 3 sets of a hip thrust, but on the leg extension machine. For the faff that it took me to get the step in the right place, I may as well have just set up a barbell. And actually, I don't love them. I could really feel my quads, so I had to change the step in between almost every set. But anyway, do what you want. 3 sets of 12, and then I'm pretty sure I did 15 on my final set because I could, so go heavier. If you feel like you can do more, you go heavier. So yeah, go to failure. Yeah, 3 sets there. Then we're going into some single leg work. I did 3 sets of 12 single leg hamstring curl. This is 4 times the speed. I am going insanely slow. I am really trying to focus on that mind-muscle connection because I don't do very many isolation exercises. And because whenever I do legs, I pretty much only focus on squeezing my glutes, I did have to work a lot harder to think, right, okay, middle of the hamstring, imagine that is where the squeeze is coming from. And I think it's so important to strip it down back to the basic isolation movements. Okay, oh god, I should have cut this out. Anyway, from there, we went into a single leg extension, and I never trained my quads particularly. Again, same thing. I always just focus on my hamstrings. No, that's a lie. I always just focus on my glutes. Oh my god, I'm struggling with life. I'm cringing so much. Okay, so 3 sets of 12 single leg extensions focusing on the quads. If you're feeling this around the knees and it hurts, make sure you move your seat, and you want to mostly feel this actually in the muscle rather than the joint, surprisingly. Yeah, work on your mind muscle connection, get the leg out the way. I'm pretty sure I was doing a glute stretch at the time. Okay, We're now on to the final exercise, and I saw this on Hanna Oberg's channel. She was training with Krissy, Cela, and they actually did 10 sets of 10, but the other person chose a random weight. So after every 10 reps, they changed the weight. It could be really light, it could be really heavy. There was no rest. It wasn't really like GVT at all, like no rest in between sets, just 10 sets of 10. I did 5 sets and they were all a little bit too heavy, basically. So then I got up, walked around, and then I did another 5 sets of 10, and it's absolutely killed me. I tried to go one very heavy, and then one kind of medium, and then one very heavy, and then one light, one very heavy, medium, heavy, light, etc., etc. But oh my god, it's so good. I completely recommend trying it. So do 10 sets of 10 random weights, squeeze as hard as you can. This is 4 times the speed. Don't rush, like, yeah. Oh, it was so good. So yeah, thanks Hannah Oberg. That's another person I recommend following as well, because she's absolutely amazing. So after this, I want you to make sure that you stretch. So I find that my quads are always really, really tight, and my hip flexors, and I tend to focus a lot on stretching my hamstrings and my glutes. So I focused mainly on my quads for this stretch, especially because I don't normally train them or focus on them, and having done the single leg extension, I thought I probably should. So this is one of the most intense quad stretches in my opinion. So going up against the wall, and then really focus on tilting your hips under, as if you're trying to flatten your lower back or slide your tailbone down. In theory, tucking your bottom under, stomach pulled in. And then also you can do this pretty much lying on your front, where you tuck your leg underneath your other leg extended. Similar, you want to really try and tilt your hips. Ideally my knee would be on the floor here, and then from here I went into sort of a back bend, pushing my hips forwards again to stretch down the front of my body. As you can potentially tell from my voice, I'm feeling very rough. I am back from my 2 weeks, 2 long weekends. I was in Marbella, and now I am back and ready to start making lots more YouTube videos. So I'd love you to comment down below if you have any like workout requests or just anything in general that you'd like. Please let me know. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video. See you in my next one, and until then, stay happy and healthy. Bye!